Hello students, today we will be discussing about the autonomous nervous system or ANS. Autonomous nervous system or ANS is further divided into two, that is sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. Now these two, sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, they have three things in common. First thing, they have a ganglion. Ganglion, as we know, it is a collection of neurons. So these two systems, they have a ganglion, and from this ganglion or before this ganglion there is a nerve fiber which goes to the central nervous system. Nerve fiber which goes to the central nervous system, and there is another nerve fiber which goes to the organs of the body. Now the nerve fiber which is before the ganglion which goes to the central nervous system, this nerve fiber is called as preganglionic nerve fiber, and the nerve fiber which comes out of the ganglion and goes to the organs of the body is called as postganglionic nerve fiber. Postganglionic nerve fiber. Now this is the system overall, autonomous nervous system. It is divided into two, sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, and these two, sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, have three things in common. First thing, they have a ganglion. If this ganglion is of sympathetic nervous system, it is called as sympathetic ganglion. If this ganglion is of parasympathetic nervous system, it is called as parasympathetic ganglion. The nerve fiber which is present or which is before the ganglion and which goes to the central nervous system is called as preganglionic nerve fiber. Name just because it is before the ganglion, that's why it is called as preganglionic nerve fiber. And the nerve fiber which comes out of the ganglion and goes to the organs of the body is called as postganglionic nerve fiber. This is the system overall. It has a ganglion and two nerve fibers, one which goes to the central nervous system and one which goes to the organs of the body. Which goes to the central nervous system is called as the preganglionic nerve fiber, and the one which goes to the organs of the body is called as postganglionic nerve fiber. Now this autonomous nervous system is not completely autonomic. It somewhere it is connected to the central nervous system. As we saw here, the nerve fiber which is before the ganglion, it connects the central nervous system. So this autonomic nervous system, somewhere it is still connected to the central nervous system. Now we will understand about the sympathetic nervous system. Sympathetic nervous system is made up of 21 pairs of sympathetic ganglions, and these sympathetic ganglions are connected to form a sympathetic cord. Now as we said that we will name these ganglions according to the system. So there are 21 pairs of sympathetic ganglion. We are understanding the sympathetic system. So there are 21 pairs of sympathetic ganglion, and these sympathetic ganglion, they are connected to form a sympathetic cord. Now just to understand from where the preganglionic nerve fibers arise, from the spinal cord, they are named according to the regions of the vertebral column. So just to understand, we will refer this diagram. Suppose this is the brain stem, this is the medulla region, and further this spinal cord, this medulla region is further extends to the spinal cord. So this is the cervical region of the spinal cord, this is thoracic region of the spinal cord, and lumbar and sacral region. As we said that the spinal cord ends to the the nervous part of the spinal cord ends to the lumbar region, and from this lumbar region starts the sacral part, the non-nervous part, the thread-like structure or the filament-like structure. It starts from the lumbar region. So these are the regions of the vertebral column, and the spinal cord is named according to those regions. Now, as we said, there are 21 pairs of sympathetic ganglion. So here these 21 pairs, they are named according to the region from where the preganglionic nerve fibers arise. So there are three cervical preganglionic nerve fibers, 12 thoracic preganglionic nerve fibers, 5 lumbar and 1 sacral. So here, as I have shown in this diagram, from the cervical region there are 3 preganglionic nerve fibers. From the thoracic region there are 12 preganglionic nerve fibers. From the lumbar region there are 5 preganglionic nerve fibers, and from the sacral region there is 1 ganglionic nerve fiber. As we said here, these ganglionic nerve fibers, they connect to a ganglion. So here these preganglionic nerve fibers, they connect to the ganglions. These are the ganglions. These are interconnected with each other and forms a chain. This is the chain of ganglions. This chain is called as the sympathetic trunk. These preganglionic nerve fibers, they connect to the ganglions, and these ganglions form a chain with each other, and that is called as sympathetic trunk. As we said, from the ganglion a nerve fiber arises and it goes to the visceral organs of the body. So here, from this ganglion a nerve fiber arises and it goes to different parts of the body or different visceral organs of the body. And these nerves are called as postganglionic nerve fibers. Now, this is the whole nervous system. The preganglionic nerve, this is the whole autonomous nervous system. Preganglionic nerve fibers, they arise from the different regions of the spinal cord. From cervical region, there are 3 preganglionic nerve fibers. From thoracic region, there are 12 nerve fibers that arise. From lumbar, there are 5, and from sacral, there is 1. And these fibers which arise from the central nervous system and they connect to the ganglion, these nerve fibers are called as preganglionic nerve fibers. They connect into a chain of ganglions, and further a nerve fiber comes out or arises from the ganglion and goes to the visceral organs of the body. These nerves are called as postganglionic nerve fibers. They go to the visceral organs of the body. Now, as they go to the visceral organs of the body, different organs of the body, they get branched. They are branched. Now, here, the structure which is formed by the chain-like structure which is formed by the preganglionic nerve fibers, the ganglions and the postganglionic nerve fibers, this is called as the sympathetic trunk. Now, this sympathetic trunk or sympathetic cord, it is on the either side of the spinal cord. Now, as we said, these are the pairs. So, we have drawn it from one side only, but these cords are present on the either side also. So, this side also the cord is present, and on the other side of the spinal cord the cord is present, or the sympathetic trunk is present. So, these sympathetic trunk or sympathetic cord, they are on the either side of the spinal cord. Now, from the spinal cord, some of the preganglionic nerve fibers, they arise and they go through this sympathetic trunk or this cord, and they connect to another ganglion. Such nerve fibers, such preganglionic nerve fibers are called as collateral or collateral nerve fibers or such ganglion, they get connected into the ganglion further another one, those ganglions are called as collateral ganglion. And there are three such collateral ganglions. The first one is named as celiac ganglion, celiac collateral ganglion. The second one is called as superior mesenteric ganglion, and the third is called as inferior mesenteric ganglion. So there are nerve fibers, there are preganglionic nerve fibers which emerge or which arise from the spinal cord, and they go through this sympathetic trunk, they go through this cord, and they get connected to another ganglion, and these ganglions are called as collateral ganglions. There are three such ganglions, three such collateral ganglions. First is called as celiac ganglion or celiac collateral ganglion. Second is called as superior mesenteric ganglion, and the third is called as inferior mesenteric ganglion. Now, these postganglionic nerve fibers, when they go to the visceral organs, they form a synapse here. They form a synapse, and these postganglionic nerve fibers have adrenaline as their neurotransmitter. So these postganglionic nerve fibers are adrenergic because they have adrenaline as their neurotransmitter. While creating the synapse with the organs, they secrete, or the neurotransmitter which is secreted, that is adrenaline, and therefore this postganglionic nerve fibers are also called as adrenergic nerve fibers. So this is the whole sympathetic nervous system. Sympathetic nervous system, the nerves which arise from the different areas, different regions of the spinal cord, they further get connected to a ganglion, a chain of ganglion, and from these ganglion further nerves arise and they go to the visceral organs of the body. And these nerves, as they go to the visceral organs of the body, they further get branched. Now, these nerve fibers which arise from the spinal cord, according to the regions, these nerve fibers are named. So from cervical, there are three preganglionic nerve fibers which arise. From thoracic region, there are 12 nerve fibers which arise. From lumbar region, there are 5 nerve fibers that arise, preganglionic nerve fibers. And from sacral region, there is one ganglionic nerve fiber, preganglionic nerve fiber that arises. These nerve fibers that get connected to the chain of ganglions and they form a cord-like structure. This is called as sympathetic trunk. And further, from these ganglions, the nerve fibers, they arise, and those nerve fibers go to the different organs, visceral organs of the body, and these nerve fibers are called as postganglionic nerve fibers. As these nerve fibers go further, they get branched and they synapse with the organs, visceral organs of the body, and where they synapse, there is in these postganglionic nerve fibers, neurotransmitter is adrenaline. At the site of the synapse, the neurotransmitter is adrenaline. That's why this postganglionic nerve fibers are called as adrenergic nerve fibers. So 21 pairs of sympathetic ganglion, and they connect to form a cord. This is the sympathetic nervous system, and these nerves, postganglionic nerves, they go to all the visceral organs of the body. For example, they go to salivary glands, trachea, lungs, heart, stomach, and kidneys, and other organs of the